Hey, my name is Jared Moon, and I'm part of a group of underground athletes you've probably never even heard of before. We don't rely on fancy equipment for training, and most of us don't even have gym memberships. In fact, our motivation comes from within. You see, we have jobs, families, and responsibilities, but we still have big goals, and they aren't getting achieved at a global gym. For that reason, we have to do things differently. Our training has to be smarter. We don't have every piece of equipment known to man or a ton of time to train, and we don't need it, because we are achieving amazing things without it. So how do we do it? If you ask your average personal trainer or gym goer, they'd call us crazy. Yet we're seeing results better than most every single day. And it's happening by blending mental training with physical training and becoming an athlete. What we call, and welcome to, Garage Gym Athlete.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Garage Gym Athlete podcast. Here with me today is Joe Courtney. What's up, Joe?
Hey.
And we have Josh Morey. Josh, how's it going?
Good. How about yourself?
I am good, man. Let's dive right into it. I'm going to allow you to do the introduction. What you do for a living, how you train, all that good stuff.
Okay. Well, my name is Josh Morey. I'm 38 years old. I'm active duty Army. Been in about 20 years now. I got involved with the Garage Gym Athlete, and what attracted me to it was just I needed some type of dedicated programming to keep me going, keep me in shape. I'm an Army Master Fitness Trainer, so I use a lot of the techniques and the methods that we use in Garage Gym Athlete, and I train soldiers that can't meet the height and weight requirements, or they're having trouble meeting the APFT standards. So I work with them a lot, and I train a lot here in my garage in the evenings when I work with them. At 05, I work with programs with them in the mornings. So been with Garage Gym Athlete now for a little over a year.
Awesome, man. And we're glad to have you here. Now, I do have a question about that, if you don't mind. So working with people who aren't necessarily meeting the standards, do you feel like there's just as much programming you have to do as like maybe coaching or mental toughness work? Like, do you have to kind of work on the athletes both ends to try to help them meet the targets?
Absolutely, yeah. And I've actually used a lot of some of the mental toughness stuff that like you preach a lot, and talk to them about grit and pushing themselves to meet this. I mean, obviously, I can't control everything they do. You know, I have them in a closed environment, so I've got them for an hour or two each day to work with them. But I do feel a lot of the things that we focus on and that you preach a lot for the programming for like Garage Gym Athlete and N2-3, I do use a lot of those methods. And a lot of it is just these guys, it's kind of the younger generation more than I'm working with. And, you know, it's just that the Xbox and the computer generation, I guess, more than anything. So
yeah, just not as willing to get out and move.
Right, absolutely.
Awesome, man. So tell me a little bit about your garage gym setup. I think you're in your garage right now, which is awesome.
Yeah, I am. I got some of the standard stuff. I got my squat rack, and I don't know if you want me to move my computer around and show you, or just.
No, you're fine. You just call it out.
Okay. Yeah. I got squat rack and some barbells and about 400 and some pounds of bumper plates and little area set up here in my garage that I train in, just my one half of the garage. So, but I like it though. I've learned a lot. Using a lot of this programming. I sometimes when I don't feel like doing I fight with doing the workouts. I get on the Facebook group and see other people talking about how they did and stuff like that, and it kind of keeps accountability. And especially on like the Meet Yourself Saturday workouts. Like, I'll be honest, the other one the other day I didn't really want to do. I got up early in the morning. I read some of the stats, and I was like, no, that's accountability thing. So, but working on your own really makes you focus on pushing yourself and keeping yourself motivated. So I really have loved this programming.
You know, I'm 100% in that boat. I think just this community in general keeps me accountable. Like no one's necessarily telling me to go hit out my workout or to try hard and all that stuff, but I know there are just so many athletes, out there doing it. Like I would just feel terrible if I wasn't doing the same. So it's a huge piece, and it really helps all of us who are, true Garage Gym athletes training alone most every single day. So that's awesome that you get the accountability piece out of it, man, just like me. Cool. And so why start a garage gym? You're obviously pretty into fitness. What was it that kind of pushed you over the edge to be like, you know what, I'm just going to buy my own stuff and throw it in the garage?
Well, I don't really with my hours. I got a lot of soldiers that work for me, so my hours they vary. I mean, my day starts at 6:30 in the morning, and I could get off work at 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. I mean, it varies a lot. So I couldn't make say a regular other gym hours unless I went to like a global gym type area. And a lot of the CrossFit gyms around here, the hours are I couldn't make them, and I couldn't. And then we spend a lot of time in the field. We do a lot of training, so we're here and there. So at least if I got my gym here, I could come home at night, and if I take an hour, I take 45 minutes, I get it done, but I don't have to leave, and I can still spend time with my family, and I'm not taking back off again. So that was part of my thing, was just to be able to. So I had the stuff here to be able to access it whenever I had the open time to do it.
Awesome. And what time are you normally hitting workouts up?
Well, on the weekends, I'm hitting them first thing in the morning, about 6:30, 7 o'clock. And then during the duty day, it could be 6:30, 7 o'clock PM when I'm hitting them. But I work with my guys. We train at 05 in the morning, and then we go to PT at 6:30 and do other PT. So.
Oh, nice. Get them in shape. That's really
good. Yes. Yeah.
Very cool, man. And what were you doing before all this stuff? You said you've been with Garage Gym Athlete for a year. What would your training look like before now?
Yeah, it was kind of hit and miss, man. I followed some apps, doing some CrossFit WODs and just kind of picking and choosing what I was doing. And I come to realize that it wasn't the way to go. I wasn't following any strict programming. I wasn't focusing. I wasn't really pushing myself. I was kind of picking and choosing what I wanted to work on. And I wasn't building. I wasn't really improving the way I was. I was going in and getting a workout in every day, but I wasn't seeing the results. And like with this, like I was saying, the accountability piece, I can kind of look back and be like, okay, this last time I did, X, Y, Z. Now I'm going to try to beat that this time. And I've noticed a lot of improvements following just like this hard to kill track around right now. I've noticed a lot of improvements in just like my 2 mile time, just stamina, endurance, everything. So
that's awesome.
Just have something to stick to. That's what made me go to it.
Yeah. And that's it's a fine line, right? Too, especially after you get to a certain fitness level, you could just coast. You could just do military PT in the morning, since you're already pretty fit, and stay in decent shape, but you probably wouldn't improve that much. You'd still sweat and burn calories and stay active. So what pushes you to want to be better, to try and beat your times and to do that? Where'd that come from?
I'll be honest, the part that keeps me motivated, like I said, I've been in 20 years, 38 years old. My average platoon right now age is about 23, 24.
Nice.
And they're what motivates me. They're what motivates me. I don't have to. I tell them all the time, I don't have to beat every one of them and everything we do, but as long as I'm up in that 10, 5%, whatever, as long as I'm in the top of that and I'm making them push to catch up with me, that's what I want. So that's what motivates me to go in the gym in the morning, to put the extra work in the evening, so I can stay ahead of these young kids and set the example for them. That's
awesome, man. That's really cool. So that's a lot of fitnessing. Yeah. Do you ever struggle with recovery?
Yes. That's one thing that this program has helped me focus on is the recovery asset, the prehab piece, the warming up. I was horrible about doing that beforehand, and now doing that and focusing on the little things, and the recovery piece has been a big step up for me doing this program. And so
awesome, man. Yeah, we
do you
go ahead, Joe.
So do you incorporate that with the people that you have to train, because they're doing 5 a.m. and then they're going again at 6:30, and
yes.
They kind of have ground to make up for, not just stay in shape.
Right. Yes, I do. I incorporate a lot of it. Like I said, I can't use all of what we do, like through the team builder. I can't use it all on all the guys, because sometimes I have a bigger group, so I may have 10 to 15. So to try to get everything like in the time limit that we have first thing in the morning. So I kind of use bits and pieces of it and incorporate different workouts that we've done for them. Because a lot of them, they need to focus on more of their conditioning more than strength. A lot of them, what they're feeling is their 2 mile run. They just need to burn their calories, to lose the weight. So I incorporate a lot more like the core work, stuff like that. But I do show them how to properly stretch, how to warm up. I get them ready for their every time before APFT. So.
And what would you say the biggest struggle is in staying consistent in the garage?
For me, is just the training time. We do a lot of, especially in this unit I'm in now, we spend a lot of time out in the field. So sometimes I have to miss days, and I try to make up for them when I get back. Like now we're prepping for a deployment, so we've had some days I've had to really either get in first thing in the morning or try to get in later at night, and get going. But other than that, I guess that'd be my just timeline. But it sometimes I guess you could look at the other side. It's convenient to have a garage gym because then you can get in when you have the time. If you got 15, 20 minutes, you do what you can in 15, 20 minutes. So
yeah, there's like no real excuse like after you have a garage gym, you know, like if you had 20 minutes to sit down and watch a TV show at the end of the day or whatever it is, who, you know, anybody out there is doing, like you had the time to go do something, and you made the choice to do it or not to do it. And I think that's really good. It's always staring you at the face, if you will.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
All right, man. So how long have you been let's just say working out? Like how long have you been doing that?
I mean, besides the Army fitness, I guess I would really say I really started getting after it about 2011, maybe 2012.
Okay.
And it was kind of got introduced to the whole functional fitness thing then, and really started following more, kind of got more involved with CrossFit, that type of working out. And then I became an Army master fitness trainer in 2013. And so I've been 2014. And so that kind of got me focusing more. And then I started working on my certifications and really dialing things in and putting more concentration in it. So
awesome, man. So you've been through a lot, been doing a lot of stuff. So I'm interested to hear the answer to this question. What's the hardest workout you've ever done?
Man, some of these Meet Yourself Saturdays have been some tough ones. I always rank Murph up as one of the toughest ones. Let's see, what was honestly, let's see, the as much as it don't seem like a hard one, that damn the quarter mile for humanity the other day.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had a workout that's killed the legs as much as that one has. It was just straight legs. So I would have to rank that one up there, to be honest with you. That was a good one. But a lot of these Meet Yourself Saturday workouts, you can look at them and you can kind of underestimate them, and y'all throw some good ones together. I got to give y'all credit. So
I will say that of all the Meet Yourself Saturday workouts, quarter mile for humanity is the most deceptive one.
Yes.
Because you're like, it's some lunges, it's a quarter mile, like whatever. But when you throw the barbell in there and the presses and all that stuff, it gets really serious really fast.
Oh man, my legs hurt for 2 days afterwards. I felt like I haven't trained in forever. So
you got that from SEAL Fit, didn't you?
What's that?
Kind of. Oh no, Jared. I think that's kind of like I know I've seen that in SEAL Fit before, and
No, I mean if I did, that was completely subconsciously. I've never jacked a workout from anybody unless, like I said, I did on accident.
No, not like completely, but the exercise. I just know that they couple that lunge hang clean and push press, something like that.
Yeah, and I've been run through a workout before with double kettlebell lunges, and then every like 100 meters do thrusters with them. But like really, like I think I did it with 1.5 poots, a 53-pound kettlebell in each hand, and that was like one of the most brutal things I'd ever done. So quarter mile for humanity is kind of like a play off that, but not as hard.
Right.
Yeah, and that's a brutal one if anyone ever wants to try that.
Yeah.
All right, man. So
my neighbors probably thought I was crazy.
Yeah, anytime the Iron Mile comes around too, people start thinking, neighbors start thinking, what's he doing?
Yeah, done that one too. Yeah.
All right. In your opinion, what's the best activity for building mental toughness?
Oh man, working out on your own. I truly believe that. Being in your garage and being in your own element and being by yourself. I mean, it's truly you and the clock. Like I made a post about every time I've done Murph for the past couple of years, and I've always done it with a vest. I just felt that was the way I wanted to push myself. But every year I've done it either at a box or I've done it, this year I did it with my unit. I made all them do the Murph. But I've always had other people there. I've had somebody to pace off of. I've had people to push me. I've had to kind of be able to judge my own pace. So this year I did it on a Thursday with my unit and kind of had everybody. We had roughly probably 60, 70 people doing it. And then I did it Saturday for the Meet Yourself Saturday workout. I did it by myself here in my garage again. And my times were pretty consistent. They're only a couple seconds apart, but it was a whole lot tougher doing it here by myself. There was nobody else. There was nobody pushing me, nobody pacing me. It was just me and the clock. And so I would definitely have to say when you're training by yourself, that is a true test of, if you're pushing yourself, it's a true test of your mental toughness.
Yeah, and I think to be honest, that's the biggest trap for garage gym athletes too is consistency will only take you so far. Like I never want to crap on anybody's consistency because if you're consistent, that's going to take you a long way. But if you want to continually see results in performance, consistency is not going to get you there. You have to learn how to bring a new level of intensity that maybe you weren't aware of before. So I agree with you 100%. Trying to actually push yourself to new levels alone is a huge way to build mental toughness.
Yes.
Now,
like I said, this group keeps a lot of accountability.
Yeah. No, I think they definitely keep me accountable. Especially when I don't want to do Meet Yourself Saturday, because that happens quite frequently for me. All right, if you don't have one piece of equipment to train with for the rest of your life, what would it be?
A barbell.
Barbell. Awesome.
Definitely a barbell. I feel like you can do a whole lot with just a barbell. And just like I did the one-man, one barbell program years ago. I think it may have been when you first come out or may have been a little while later. I don't remember. But definitely a barbell. I feel like that's one of the most important pieces of equipment. So.
Awesome.
If you could add a piece of equipment to your gym, what would it be?
I'd say maybe just a box or a squat rack. I don't know. Something simple.
What's that behind you?
My squat rack.
You want another one?
You're talking about to mine? I thought you were just mean in general. To mine, I would say something. I'd like to get an Airdyne or a rower. I don't really have anything here. I have a treadmill, but so that's not going to work for most of my cardio. Or maybe get an air runner eventually. A little bit more expensive, but
yeah. Those are really cool though.
Yes.
All right, man. What's the best advice you have for all the garage gym athletes out there listening?
I would say just keep pushing and push yourself every day and get out there and remain consistent and just keep yourself accountable.
Awesome, Josh. Well, thank you so much for your time, and thanks for being on the Garage Gym Athlete Podcast.
Hey, thank you all very much.